Time is a force that, when we were young, seemed endless. Days passed without much worry about the future. But one day we woke up and realized years, even decades, had gone by. We look in the mirror and feel life has taken us down unexpected paths. Then the question arises, what did I do with all that time? Maybe you felt this way, like certain years vanished, as if the clock moved faster than it should. Some look back and see missed opportunities, failed relationships, or dreams put on hold. The thought is inevitable, I've wasted time. But what if I told you what you think you lost was part of a greater plan? Those years weren't in vain. They were preparing you for something bigger. The universe doesn't operate on human logic but with perfect intelligence, guiding us to our true purpose, even if we don't understand it at the time. Ancient civilizations understood this. They knew time isn't a straight line, but a spiral of growth, where every experience, mistake, and pause has a hidden purpose. Most importantly, it's never too late. No matter how much time has passed, what you do with the time you have now defines your story. Today, we'll uncover knowledge hidden and distorted for centuries. We'll discover why it's never too late to start again, how time works in our favor, and how you can use your past to write the most important chapters of your life. If you've ever felt time slipped away, stay until the end. This could change how you see life and how you choose to live it moving forward. Tumazagini. The wisest cultures in history didn't see time as a countdown to the end. For them, time was a teacher, an ally guiding souls in their evolution. It didn't matter how many years passed or opportunities seemed lost. What mattered was what was learned along the way. The ancient Egyptians spoke of two types of time, Nehe and Jet. Nehe was cyclical time, returning like the seasons. Jet was eternal time, the legacy we leave behind. This means what we think we've lost can return in another form. What we didn't do at one point, we can do now with more wisdom and clarity. In India, yogis spoke of karma as the architect of time, not as punishment, but as a system of balance. Every experience, even those that feel like wasted years, is a chance to understand ourselves deeper. In their view, time isn't lost. It transforms into lessons. The Stoics in ancient Rome had a powerful perspective. We can't control how much time we have, but we can control how we use it. For them, the real tragedy wasn't aging, but reaching the end of life without truly living. This shows us something crucial. No matter how many years have passed, what defines our life is what we choose to do starting today. So how can we regain a sense of purpose and connection with the time we have left? The answer lies in understanding that every life stage has its own magic. Things we couldn't see at 20, we now understand clearly. Doors that didn't open in the past, we can now push with more strength. It's not about looking back with nostalgia or regret, but recognizing every moment as a step in our growth. This is where true transformation begins. Instead of mourning what we didn't do, we can redefine time and use it in our favor. Before we continue, tell me in the comments, have you ever felt like certain years of your life vanished without meaning? How could you reframe them now? If time isn't a countdown but a process of transformation, how do we recover what feels lost? The answer lies in what ancient alchemists called the transmutation of time. For them, nothing truly disappeared. It transformed into something greater, like lead turning into gold through refinement. The years we think were wasted can become wisdom, purpose, and a new beginning if we know how to use them. This is especially true when we reach a certain age and wonder what happened to our dreams. Here's a truth few know. Time hasn't taken anything from us. It's been preparing us to receive it differently. When you were younger, you may have wanted to do many things, but lacked maturity, clarity, or confidence. Now, with the experience you've gained, you can live with more purpose, certainty, and freedom. Great spiritual masters have always said the present is the only place where life truly happens. The past no longer exists, and the future hasn't arrived, but you can give new meaning to everything you've lived. For example, instead of seeing failed relationships as losses, see them as training to love better. Instead of regretting missed opportunities, ask, what new doors can I open now with the wisdom I've gained? This is the principle of divine restoration, a cosmic law teaching that everything we think we lost returns, transformed when we're ready to receive it. What you didn't understand before can now bring clarity. What seemed like a mistake can now be a key piece of your evolution. There's no real loss in the universe, only transmutation. The power is in your hands. Time hasn't stolen anything. It's been waiting for you to realize you've always been in control. Tell me in the comments, if you could transform one period of your life into learning and wisdom, which would you choose and why? If time hasn't taken anything but transformed it, how do we accelerate this recovery process? The key is understanding how time works spiritually. While our minds see it as linear, esoteric traditions and quantum physics show time is flexible, even reversible in some ways. Time isn't a straight line, it's a flowing movement. So tell me, what do you think time has taken from you? What part of your story do you feel the universe owes you? Share in the comments and say how you'll start recovering what you thought was lost. If this message resonated, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. Time isn't lost, it's waiting for the right moment to return. See you in the next one. What we think we lost still exists in another form, waiting for us to align with the right frequency to bring it back. The universe doesn't return what we cling to with fear. If you keep looking back with nostalgia, regret, or the feeling something is gone forever, you block its return in a better form. This isn't theory, it's a law of consciousness. What you resist persists. What you release returns transform. Here are 3 essential steps to activate this process and recover the essence of what you feel time has taken. 1. Stop believing you've lost time. If you think your best years are gone or opportunities won't return, you're sending resistance to the universe. Instead of regretting what you didn't do, ask, what can I do today that has the same or greater impact? Remove phrases like, if only I'd started earlier, or it's too late for me from your language. Nothing is truly lost. It's waiting for you to be ready to receive it in a new form. 2. Create space for the new. The universe hates a vacuum. When something leaves, something new must take its place. But you need to consciously make space. If you regret not traveling, plan a trip now. If you feel you wasted time in a failed relationship, use what you learned to improve your current ones. 3. Give to receive. The universe multiplies what you give. If you feel time took love, give love. If you feel you missed opportunities, create them for others. If you feel you didn't learn enough, share your knowledge. What you give returns in a higher form. Think of people who found love later in life, discovered new passions after 50, or built legacies past their prime. Time has no power over those aligned with purpose. Ask yourself, what do I think time took from me, and how can I start recovering it today? Share in the comments. Stating your intention is the first step to manifesting it. If you want to keep exploring this knowledge and learn how to rewrite your story no matter your age, subscribe and turn on notifications. Time isn't lost. It's transforming and returning to you. Music. Understanding that time isn't lost but transformed is just the first step. The real key is aligning your energy with the universe's flow to receive what's yours. Knowing what you thought was lost is returning is useless if you vibrate in desperation or attachment. The universe responds to frequency, not need. Here are 3 practices to activate divine return in your life. 1. Reprogram your perception of time. Each morning, say aloud, the universe always compensates me with multiplied abundance. Everything I thought was lost returns in its highest form. This isn't empty repetition. Doing it with intention rewires your subconscious, shifting how you see your past and aligning your energy with recovery. 2. Practice the law of the empty space. In nature, a field can't bear new fruit without prepared soil. If you cling to old stories of loss, there's no room for the universe to deliver something new. Clear your environment. Let go of objects tying you to a past that no longer defines you. Clear emotionally. Forgive, not for others, but because resentment binds you to a version of yourself living in lack. 3. Activate cosmic exchange. To receive, you must give. This doesn't mean giving what you don't have, but practicing strategic generosity. Give what you want to receive, time, knowledge, support, resources, not to lose it, but with certainty the universe will multiply it. Don't measure results with impatience. The universe works in cycles. If you planted the seed, the fruit will come in time, bigger than you imagine. If you feel something in your life is unfinished, a path you couldn't take, or an opportunity that slipped away, I invite you to see it differently. Nothing truly disappears. It's in the process of reconfiguration, waiting for you to be ready. You now understand a truth most never consider. Time isn't lost. It changes form. Every moment you thought was wasted, every opportunity you believed vanished, every stage you look back on with nostalgia is still alive in another dimension of time, waiting for you to claim it. But you must make a conscious choice. You can keep seeing the past as mistakes, regrets, and lost chances. Or you can view it as a perfect process of transformation, where every pause, delay, and apparent loss was preparing you for something greater. The universe moves in cycles, not straight lines. What went away isn't gone. It's waiting for you to align with the right energy to return in a higher form. From ancient spiritual traditions, alchemy, hermetic philosophy, and even quantum physics, we learn nothing truly disappears. Everything that once existed still vibrates somewhere in the universe. It's up to you to open yourself to receive it.